people are beginning to think differently. It has caused an unprecedented level of innovation across the world. So everybody is thinking differently. Business models are changing. There are new opportunities. For a lot of us here, logistics is becoming one big thing. We're beginning to see a lot of people moving into the logistics industry. So during today's session, I'll probably be sharing some of those tips, or you just see some insights on how people here are leveraging on what's happening right now across the globe. But pretty much almost the same as you guys. Mr. Gilbert? Gilbert, you want to say something? Same as you guys.
David, I don't really have much to say. I'm waiting for a few participants joining, and then we could start.
Okay.
Just a few more minutes. I see we're almost making column. If we're about 10, then we cannot wait for the others. We shall definitely start. Time management has always been a problem to West Africans, but we can do better.
Yes, we can.
Waiting for a few participants joining, and then we could start.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are 10 minutes into 2 p.m. So I want that we start. The other participants we expect will find us on the way. Apologies on starting a bit late, as people are still trying to manage time. I think we can always start and find us as we begin. I also apologize, I may not have very good network, as I just had a power shut around office, so I'm trying to improvise by using some unstable link of internet, but I hope in a few minutes I can get back online. So for now, I want to welcome you. Most especially, I want to welcome our guest of today, Mr. Ayub.
Hello, Gilbert. Your network is poor. We can't get you very well.
Hello, friends. Good afternoon. As I said, apologies on feedback and unstable internet. I just had a power blackout around where I am in the office I'm using. And so I may not be so clear because of the infrastructure that I'm using. But partly in our discussion of today, it's about these things like infrastructure of Miic. We are hosting you. So allow me to welcome you officially. And thank you so much for being part of the discussion. So today, sharing or we are discussing is very important in business. Innovate as we become entrepreneurs, we build sustainable supply and value chains for businesses to thrive and to become. This topic or theme of
Gilbert, we cannot hear you clearly. Your voice is fine-tuned and is cracking. We hardly hear what you're saying.
I think Gilbert is having some network challenges. I don't see him in the list, in the participants list. I think you can give him some minutes to join again.
Yes, hello everyone. Sorry for the inconvenience. I think Gilbert has had challenges on his side, but maybe just to welcome David. David, my name is Alan. I am, of course, a colleague of Gilbert. I work with Gilbert as the setup manager of Miic. You're welcome to this session. Probably as other entrepreneurs join in and others listen in. We shall be having, of course, David today, taking us through the supply chains, sharing with us, of course, majorly his journeys and probably the work around the entrepreneurship ecosystem, of course, in Nigeria. Then probably we can see how we can relate the same to do with Uganda. So Job, you are very welcome. I would like you probably to take on the platform currently and share with us about the supply chains. Thank you so much. Job, you're muted. Job, are you there? Job?
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's still echoing a bit, but you're now fine.
Say that again.
It was echoing a bit. I think it's now a bit fine. Yeah, it's fine. We can get you now.
Okay, it's better now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will not go into my profile. As you all know, I run a hub here in Nigeria, in just Nigeria. It's called Miic Hub. And we have two major projects that we run. One of the projects is called SMSG Africa. And we started that project so that we can change the conversations that people are having in our community. We wanted people to start having more intelligent conversations about the economy and about leadership in the country. And that's why we started that project. And then we run a second project, which is called the Tombuk Startup School. And what that startup school does is it moves businesses from the informal sector to the formal sector. All of you will agree with me that the African economy is
Job, you're muted.
living. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
It's a bit breaking. You can now go on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're now clear.
Okay, so what was the last thing you heard?
We just heard something about the ecosystem in Nigeria. Something you're doing?
We heard about the two projects.
He has also a network issue.
Yeah. Job?
Now.
Yeah, it's not fine probably, yeah. It's not fair.
One of the, okay, so one of the things that the COVID-19 pandemic has revealed is the vulnerability of the informal sector across Africa. We can see that businesses that are not insured, businesses that are not structured, are largely hit by the pandemic. So I will just share my screen now and move to today's session. So can you all see my screen?
Yes, it's clear.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, we can see it, David.
Say that again.
We can see it.
Okay, that's good. So today we are going to be talking about supply chains. We are supposed to be talking about how you can build sustainable supply chains. But before we talk about you altering what you already have, let's first of all know what a supply chain is. Sorry. So, I was just thinking I need some feedback from you.
David, we cannot hear you. Maybe your network is not stable.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Interesting. We have a lot of issues with the internet today. But is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, so I was just asking, what's your weather like at the moment?
David? Hello, David?
I can hear. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Hello, David? David, may you just be a bit specific?
It's sunny, it's shining right now. I think it has been shining since morning.
Okay, that's great. So here is just about 25 degrees Celsius. I want to be sure everybody can hear me first before I move on.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So today we'll be talking about the supply chain management. And then secondly, I'm going to give you a few examples of a few supply chains, and then I will share some principles. The feedback I get from you will determine whether we continue from there or not. So the first thing I want us to understand, because I have simplified the definitions for us, what is the supply chain? The supply chain is a collection of suppliers required to create products and services. Most times when we think of supply chains in terms of products alone. But take an example of people who run like the hotel business. They are also, what they are giving, they are providing services. And for those services which they provide, there are also supply chains. I mean, they have to get the sheets, they have to provide food in their restaurant, in the bar, they have gyms, you know, and what they are trying to create is comfort for their customers. So supply chain also apply to services. It's not just about product. Yes, product, you think about your bottled water, how it moves from the source and gets into the bottle and gets into the hands of consumers. So I want to think of supply chain to create different things on people that make your products. So now I want to show us an example of a generic supply chain. Usually it starts with raw materials, right? And from the raw materials, the raw materials move to the supplier. Then